Hello, eLearn Magazine. Happy to be reporting today, Sunday, from the floor show of South by Southwest here in Austin, Texas. So, a lot of things that you should know about the floor show here. First of all, the exposition is only open Sunday through the rest of the conference, I believe. So they don't actually have it open for the first few days of the conference itself. Second of all, while it's a huge show, as you can see, and we'll take some B-roll to show you what we're doing here, it's incredibly small in comparison to CES. This is a very small tech show in comparison to what CES has, but still a very large opportunity to see the kinds of things that are going on in new tech right now, particularly with relationship to art, graphic design, movies, films, and videos, as well as music production. So we'll see what's out there that might be really interesting for those of us who are doing online learning. Thanks. All right, we're here on the floor at South by Southwest, and I'm with Amy from Killer Infographics, which is a great opportunity to talk a little bit about how infographics can be used in online learning in corporations, higher ed, and K-12. We're going to turn it over to Amy.
Hi, my name is Amy Balliet. I'm the CEO of Killer Infographics. We do actually a lot of education-related content. The reason we do education-related content is because when you're properly visually communicating information, it actually can increase comprehension by 89% at minimum. And that's usually for poor readers. People who are good readers, it actually increases their comprehension by about 98%. And so we really focus on finding ways to execute quality visual communication through animated video and infographics. For instance, in the K-12 world, we've worked with McGraw-Hill to create infographics that can go at the end of every single chapter in US and world history textbooks. This actually helps further summarize the chapter and helps people understand what they took in. It kind of gives also a gamified experience for them to really dive deeper into that content. We've also done a lot of work for Harvard and for Carrington University. In fact, something that was just up on the screen by me was work we did for Carrington College. And for that, we've created motion graphics that help further education and understanding. And so when you're using visual information, what you're really doing is you're connecting directly to the visual cortex in our brain, which is the largest part of our brain, and visual information gets to the brain 60,000 times faster than any other form of communication that exists. So if you're properly executing it, you have this great opportunity to help people understand a concept, a theory, or a really deep dive into information far easier by helping them connect with those visuals before getting into the text. It really just brings a whole other level of understanding to the content. So we're constantly proponents of using visual communication in education, and actually because of that, we donate our services to nonprofits and educational institutions as much as possible. And in the past 7.5 years in business, we've donated $4.5 million in services to nonprofits and educational institutions just to help get this in the right hands.
Fantastic. And you also do work with lynda.com
Yes.
and corporation,
Yes.
corporate training kinds of applications as well.
Exactly. I'm an instructor on lynda.com. I'm also an instructor for the School of Visual Concepts, which does a lot of corporate trainings in Seattle, and then I travel often to do corporate trainings as well, because we all very much believe that visual communication, when executed properly, is incredibly powerful. And the problem is there's a lot out there showing the wrong execution of visual communication, just because so many people are on the bandwagon for visual content, but it really is a science. So we work hard to educate on the science of it, because if you understand how visual content can impact the brain, just knowing that science of what different universal iconography hits the brain in different ways, and color theory and how color theory impacts emotion, and understanding how different font choices can impact emotion and action. Once you learn that, you can start making very intentional decisions to use visual content to elevate your story and to help your audience really comprehend what you're trying to tell.
Fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate your time.
I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you,
Hi,
Pascal.
I'm Pascal.
So we're particularly interested in what it is that you've got, because we think that there might be applications to learning down the road.
Sure,
So
sure.
first we want to understand what the entertainment platform is that you're talking about.
We're introducing to the marketplace a holographic platform
Okay.
holographic technology. Our artist's name is Maya Cove. She is here now, okay, in what we call a talking head format. It's modulated. We modulate your actual face, and we create a character with it. Once that character is created, we use it for interaction, either for audience, either going into a university could be used, and it's called Talking Heads. So these Talking Heads are great, and we're also introducing a full show entertainment, and her name is Maya Cove.
Okay, this is from New Web Labs. They have an entertainment format right now that involves holographic imaging, and so we actually have what they call a talking head that you can interview, which would be a really interesting opportunity if that person happened to be an expert in a particular field. It would be a perfect opportunity to have office hours for a faculty member or something like that. So, Maya, can you hear me all right?
Yes, of course.
All right, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a virtual hologram singer. My name is Maya Cove. I have 2 EPs that are out right now on Spotify, iTunes. So you can go check that out. Maya Cove's Volume 1 and 2. And it's just all about the experience. So let's just say that you want me to change my clothes right now. I could change my clothes right now. I could become a dragon. You know, that's all about the experience of Maya Cove.
Awesome. Can you sing something for us?
Yes!
That's fantastic. Can you talk to us a little bit about what makes a good singer?
What makes a good singer?
Yes.
Well, I think it's all about the soul, you know? So
Nice.
soul is something I'm trying to figure out right now, and just know more about humans and everything, and maybe just connect with y'all a little bit more in music.
Fantastic, Maya. Thank you so much. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All right. Just like at CES, we have lots of 360-degree cameras. As we talked about at CES, this is an opportunity to try to think carefully about spatial relationships and how we could use some 360 technologies in online learning classrooms. Okay. Hi, Barry. I'm Alan. Nice to meet you. I'm here at the South by Southwest Floor Show with Barry from Thought Industries. And Barry's going to tell us a little bit about what kinds of things he's got cooking for online learning right now.
Absolutely, thanks for having me. Again, my name's Barry Kelly. Our company's called Thought Industries. We're essentially a cloud-based learning platform that allows organizations to build fully standalone online schools, top to bottom. We provide the ability to author content right in the browser, and the ability to white label, brand it, deliver it, monetize it, license content, and everything else you need to kind of run the day-to-day part of delivering online learning.
Nice. And so, how would you compare yourself to a learning management system?
So,
are you a new learning management
we call
system?
ourselves a learning business platform.
Okay.
We certainly operate in the learning management space.
Okay.
So we provide all those exact same tools, but really I think the difference is really the technology that's around the content creation and the ability to deploy. So we solve a lot of business problems for training companies, certification organizations. We also work with software companies and customer-facing companies who want to educate their external audiences.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Barry, thank you for your
Absolutely.
time.
Thanks so much.
Great.
Appreciate it.
All right, eLearn Magazine listeners, readers, and viewers. We are here with John from Seek Mixed Reality, and I'm going to ask him a few questions about how we can think about using augmented reality and virtual reality and what they're calling mixed reality in the online learning space. So this is a particular application that they're looking at that they're hoping will become the YouTube of virtual reality, right? Do I have that right?
Yeah. So basically, we have mixed reality, right? Virtual reality is where you like put the phone right here in a headset, right?
Right.
Augmented reality is much more accessible because you can use your phone, a tablet, anything really with a camera.
So sort of more like Pokemon Go.
Yes, Pokemon
Yeah.
Go is a great example of
Okay.
augmented reality, right?
Okay.
And there's so much more you can do besides running around and playing a game, right? For example, here you've got a heart on the screen, and I mean, imagine this in a biology class.
Right.
The teacher says, "Hey, open Seek and click on this link," and it brings
Right.
up some model of something they're studying, and then you can actually walk around the heart, right? You can get close to it and get inside it and mess around with it. And this one isn't interactive, but we can do anything to it, right? You
Sure.
could say, "Hey, we want to spin it, we want to be able to make it bigger and turn different things on and off."
Sure.
And so augmented reality is incredible because it allows you to bring objects into your space that might be hard otherwise.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. I can imagine being able to use it in a lot of different applications.
Yeah.
So are you writing content for the platform, or is it mostly a container?
Yeah, we certainly can, right? We have a great creative team that can build content, but ultimately what we really care about is being the publishing platform, right? Enabling other people to create whatever they want, publish it to Seek for free, and then be able to distribute it however they want.
Like you two.
Yeah,
Perfect.
just like you two.
Thank you, John. I appreciate the time today. Have a great day.
Thank you.